Welcome to This Week in Weiss Schwarz, where I round up the news and cards of the day in the Weiss Schwarz community. Starting with the news, Bunny Girl Senpai has a release date in JP that is May 10th for both the booster packs and the trial decks. And that's all the news we have. We're not doing Idol Master anymore, but I guess I'll put Mickey back up. Ray didn't work. Anyways, we are getting Girls Band Party Set 2, and I did miss the first 2 days, but I'm going to pick up right where we are now. And it just so happened to be Afterglow. My specialty. Stop time Himari is 1-0, and she gives 500 forward, and when your character trigger checks a climax with a treasure icon, you can ditch a card and salvage a card in your clock, and then send the top card of your deck to your clock and climax combo. When you play Leader Suggestion, you can pay 1 and you can salvage. Leader Suggestion is a 1k1 and a treasure when triggered. That is pretty good. It helps Afterglow's back row because you don't really have any back row in that set. You will trigger your treasure, blind stock, get the climax, and then you can ditch a card and you can salvage in your clock. You don't need to have a hand because at least you'll be getting something when you trigger the climax. Also, it's a card. It's not a character, not an event, or a climax. It's a card, so you can get whatever you want. I do like this, but as a level 1 combo, you aren't really replacing the one that we have now. Although, you don't really need this climax combo, it's still good synergy with the one we have now, though. Or you could skip that and run all treasure climaxes and pop off every time. Up to you. And that climax. Ooh, shit. In the Afterglow trial decks, the climax got switched to a gold bag, so you most likely won't be running those, and you'll be running the original treasure ones. Eternal Dusk is a 2-3 counter event, and if you have 5 or more Afterglow characters, select an opponent's character and rest it. That's not bad, it could help you out during your turn, and the cost isn't really an issue because this deck gets stocked like it's no business. Although getting 5 characters on the field is a pretty high count, but it is doable. And, sorry, when I first saw this art, like those studs or whatever they are, I thought those were her nipples for some reason. In the Bang Dream canon, Tsugumi and Saya work at a cafe. Now that that's out of the way, these cards probably make sense. Moderation is important. Tsugumi is a 500 and an alarm. If you are level 2 or above and all of your characters are Afterglow, at the start of your climax phase, you can pay 2, burn 1. Oh, fuck. I might replace this one with this card. They are both global 500, but this is an alarm. If you don't know what that means it's more live with this combo. And, you know, just pay 2, burn 1. Fucking go for it. Confectionery Teacher is a 1-0 that can't be played unless you have a Saya or Tsugumi card. You salvage a level 2 or higher character. Do I need to explain replays? Probably not. Anyways, Thick Cookie Saya is a 2-1 blue and gets 500 for each other music character and climax combo. At the start of your encore phase, if you have cookie making in your climax area, this card is in your front row and there are no characters in your opponent's front row or they're reversed, Fever activates. Search your deck for a character, select a character in your waiting room, and send it to your stock. Choose one of your characters, and that character gets 1k until the end of your opponent's next turn. The climax is a 1k1 and a buck when triggered. It can go up to 9k with the full field, not counting the climax or the back row, and everything has to be reversed or removed on the field. So it can be disrupted, but if you have multiple of these, the effect can pop off each because they're not once per turn. How about some Goblin Slayer cards? Dodged it. Pride of Forest People Elf Archer has the effect that all players cannot play another event of the same name from their hand on the same turn. And Climax combo. When this card reverses an opponent in battle and you have color of an adventure in your climax area, mill the top 3 cards of your deck and salvage X characters with order, where X is equal to the cards with soul icons milled. The climax is a 1k1 and is sold and shot when triggered. So it's an anti-event card. You can't use 2 events in the same turn for either player. Hurts you if you're running these torches, but it fucks up your opponent if they're running these. That climax combo is too much of a gamble for me, but you could potentially salvage up to 3 cards. And yes, milling a climax does not hurt you as long as you mill this climax. Because there's the possibility that you're salvaging 3, they had to add that sort of gamble type aspect to it. Bursting Energy Cowgirl. Don't call her that. Is a 2 or less climax early drop and on play from hand. Look up to X cards from your deck and add an ordered character and mill the rest, where X is the number of ordered characters you have, and on attack, select one ordered character and it gets plus X power, where X is the number of your other ordered characters times 500. The early drop is nice. Would be kind of cool if it healed, but I'm sure they're saving that for another card. You can also get another character and you are at least looking up to 1 because this does count itself. It can help you set up for your level 3 pays, and the boost is meh. It isn't a lot, and it doesn't count for itself, and it can't target itself. So it does get a couple knocks there. This isn't a finisher, it's like a play extender and a supporter. Kind of like the character itself. It's not going out and fighting things, it's staying back and helping. I like that. That's flavorful. Gentle Clergyman Priestess is when you trigger an event, choose a character, and they get 2k till the end of the turn, and it's pay 1, rest, searching, brainstorm for your order characters. Pretty good, especially if you're throwing this in your torch deck, and it can target itself. I love it when cards do that, and yes, it's a searching brainstorm. I'm a double rare. It's gonna be expensive. Last card we get is Joy of Everyday Guild Girl, and on play you mill 2, and if you mill the climax, you give a character 1k5, and when damage this card deals it's cancelled, you can draw 1, ditch 1. First effect's a gamble, but a nice boost that can hurt some characters, but it's the second effect that's good. And goddamn, that is some good hand filtering. It's a gamble and you'll rely on your opponent a little too much, but it's still a good effect. It doesn't really punish you for ever extending. I mean, your damage doesn't stick, but you're still getting something for those +2 soul plays. And for this month's unboxing, I'm going to be doing a video about Dragon Ball. It's not Dragon Ball Super. You guys will see. And that being said, those are all the cards and the news that we have this week. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. And I'll see you guys next week.